Good evening. Welcome to Tasty Treats with Teresa. Tonight we're going to talk about salad dressings. And I don't think you can see, but I have a whole bunch of ingredients laying here. We're going to try to make a couple different dressings tonight. I need to quit rocking this camera. It's wobbling. Anytime you make homemade salad dressings, you need to keep this formula around. 60% oil, 30% acid, and 10% of the flavor. That's it. Nothing really fancy about it. Just however you want to make it. Tonight we're going to make maybe 4 different dressings. Maybe, depending on how much I decide to make. So just whatever. We're going to, whenever you're done making salad dressings, you need to put it in something. You can put it in just a jar. You can put it in one of these if you have one of these. We used to have this, which was a really nice salad dressing, because then you had the recipes on it and you can mix it in here. We got rid of this and now we have a new one. I don't know if you can see it here, down here in the corner, but I don't have it yet, so that's why I can only show you a picture. Or you can recycle and just use something else that you have laying around the house. So tonight, depending on how much I make, I might have to use all 4 of these. So I'm going to start with just a sweet dressing. Nothing fancy, except I'm missing an ingredient. So we're going to play around and make something neat. So I'm going to make it in our prep bowls. These come in a set of 3. You get a 4 cup, a 2 cup, and a 1 cup. And they come with really nice hard plastic lids, so you can store them in the refrigerator. You don't have to worry about spilling. They're flexible, so they're great to use for like filling your Keurig or anything, your muffin pan, whatever you're doing. Tonight they're going to be great to fill these bottles so they don't spill. So, and of course they're freezable, they're microwavable. I think they're oven safe. I'll have to check on that. But I'm just going to use the little 1 cup tonight because I think this recipe only makes just a little bit. All right, so I need 2 teaspoons of jam. Pick your jam. I'm just going to use raspberry. Any flavor of jam you want. This is our adjustable measuring spoons. There, you can see it on the black wall. It goes up and down. Comes in 2 sizes. The tablespoon to teaspoon size. And it dishwasher safe. Comes apart, makes it easy to clean. And I'm not even reading the recipe right because it said teaspoon and I'm using a tablespoon. So, but you know, whatever. They do come apart. They're easy to wash. And I think they're $10. This set is $12. So, or $11, I'm sorry. So, it's 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons. See what happens when you talk? You don't pay attention to what you're doing. A teaspoon of jam. 1.5 tablespoons, that's the big one, of balsamic vinegar. I didn't have balsamic vinegar. I've got every vinegar in the world but balsamic. So, sorry. Oh, my. Sorry about that. I'm just going to use red wine vinegar. Nothing like live TV, huh? I'm going to use these measuring cups because I want to show you that they stand up, so you don't have to worry about them spilling. Man, I don't know what I just choked on. I'm probably going to spit, but you know how that goes. Oh, live TV makes it worse, right? Okay. So that's 1 tablespoon and 1/2 tablespoon. that smells good. Now, if you're going to make a lot of this, I take that little rubber thing off the top, but we're not. So there you go. And 3 tablespoons, we'll go ahead and use this one again, of olive oil. Oh, I've done good all day, and now all of a sudden I get on TV and now I choke to death. 2 and 3. Now, I got it in here. How am I going to mix it? This used to be in our line years ago, and it just came back, was our mini whipper. This thing is great. This was actually the old one that I had. I have the new one. I haven't even opened it yet because I use this one all the time. This one is probably 15 years old, if not more. So our products last a long time. But this is just our mini whip. You just go in there and whip it up. And salad dressing is done. And you know what's in it. You know there's jelly, balsamic vinegar, olive oil. And you can add a little, I want to add a pinch of salt and a little bit of pepper. And that's it. I want to put it in a little jar because it's not very much. It only makes about 1/4 of a cup. And there you go. Salad dressing number 1 done. And a little trick that I learned, when you get down to the very last bit of jelly that you know, you got that little bit in the bottom of the jar and you don't know what to do with it, add a little oil, add a little vinegar to it, put the lid on it, and just shake it up. And instant salad dressing, and you're reusing the jars that you already had around the house. So this is our sweet dressing. It'll be really good on a nice dressing or salad. Maybe add, you can add, I have a lot of recipes that call for orange juice, but I didn't have any today. I didn't go to the store yet. So our next recipe will be the French. I'm going to put it in a different jar because that one's dirty. Excuse me. We're going to make French dressing, and it calls for 1 garlic clove. Now, everybody should have a garlic press laying around the house. This is one of the best items that Pampered Chef has. I love it. You can use it for more than just garlic, by the way. But that's how, obviously it's for garlic because that's in its name. Come out. There we go. Now we got the garlic clove out. And all the garlic skin. That's why it won't come out. All the skin is sticking together. So I got 1 garlic clove. Skin still on it. You can see it hanging there. We're not going to peel it. We're going to take our garlic clove, or garlic press. We're going to put the garlic like this so that it's like it's upside down. And use the press and press it into the bowl. Boom, done. Now you got all this. It comes with a little brush that I just threw on the floor. And it will scrape it right off, but I just threw it on the floor. And here comes the dog to see what it was. And the best part is there's your skin. Easy cleanup. Done. Don't touch it, Bo. So there's your garlic. It calls for 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. So we'll just go ahead and use this one because it's a little bit of jelly's not going to hurt it, right? Don't you just hate it when you make mustard in it? All you get is the water. So there's 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. And 1.5 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. If you want to use again. So there's 1. So how are you all doing? Is everyone doing fine this wonderful Thursday night? Nothing exciting happening? Our state has reopened, but I haven't been out yet, so I don't know what exactly that means. I don't know how bad the traffic is or anything. I haven't been out to see yet. So has your state reopened underneath? Let me know in the comments. And just let me know what's going on in your area. I'm supposedly supposed to go back to work this week, but I haven't got any true confirmation yet. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and you can add a little salt and pepper to this if you want. Now, have you ever bought French dressing? You know, when you buy it in the store and it's, of course, it's red. There's no red in this color at all, so I don't know. You could add ketchup. I did see a recipe for French that had ketchup in it. But you can add whatever you want to it. I just need a little jar. And there you go, French dressing. Doesn't look very red. But this is a fourth of a cup of dressing. And when you eat a salad, you should have no more than 2 tablespoons. So this should do a family for a meal. So there's that one. Honey mustard. Everybody loves honey mustard, right? The kids love it. They love to dip their chicken nuggets in it. So we're going to make a honey mustard. I need honey. I don't know if you can see this. I got all this stuff over here for you. And I can't find anything, and it's right in front of my face. So, honey mustard. There is no preservatives, no junk. And the ingredient list is only maybe 5 ingredients. So it's not like when you see it in the store and there's 15,000 things listed under ingredients. So this is all natural. You know what's in it. You don't have to worry about your kids getting that MSG, those artificial flavorings, anything that could hurt your family. You know what it is. It's going to be an oil, it's going to be an acid, and it's going to have some flavor. Nothing fancy to this. So there's the honey, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Was it Dijon mustard? Yeah, that's Dijon mustard. So 2 tablespoons. And just like you at home, I'm just reusing the same measuring cups because obviously I only have one set. And you can see that I'm not near the sink, so I can't really go over and wash them. But you get the point. And I think I need to add Dijon mustard to my grocery list. That's 2 tablespoons of Dijon. Measuring cups. 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. That's the big one. So we're going to have to use this because I forgot to bring the measuring cups over. And it's got a little bit of jelly in it, so don't tell the kids. So 1/4 of a cup of that, and 1/2 a cup of canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to put this in a bigger bowl. It's not going to fit in this bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dump it in here. And this is why I'm going to show you it's flexible. Hey Abby, how are you tonight? You can just slip it in there. I'm going to go ahead and dump this one in here too, just so I don't make a big old mess. And I really should have brought a fork over because that honey is sticking. So have you guys, has anybody ever made homemade dressings before? Any type of salad dressings or mixtures? Oh, doesn't that look good with that mustard falling out? Oh, it smells wonderful. That apple cider vinegar really gives it some really good smell. So now I'm just shake it up, and here's your honey mustard. You could add more mustard or more honey to it to give it that thicker, but this is more of a salad dressing texture, and it's to thicken it up like you would for a dip. One other one I want to do for you tonight is Italian dressing. I want to definitely use a bigger bowl for it because it's got a lot of ingredients. So first things first is I'm going to mix the seasonings together. Now you can buy the Italian mix. If you watched me a couple weeks ago, I made some Italian blend already made, but just for tonight I'm just going to go ahead and make it again and show you how I made it. Let me move that for a second. So I need 2 garlic cloves. Again, the garlic press is a great invention. What I love about our garlic press is it is dishwasher safe, obviously. I don't like anything that's not dishwasher safe. I am lazy in the kitchen when it comes to that. But if you can see, it's kind of a doll collar to it. It's got a coating on it. Don't ask me the name of it. I can't remember. But if you rub your hands on it, it takes the garlic smell away from your hands. So that makes it really awesome. Now watch here. I got both garlic cloves in here at the same time. Push it down, or squeeze it. It's a little hard, but you know, you got both of them in there. So, hey Kaylee, thanks for joining us tonight. Again, I dropped a little spoon on the floor, so I'm not picking it up right now. It comes with this, and there's your skin. So there you go. All your garlic is out of it. And you got all the garlic in your bowl. So I called for 2 garlic cloves. I forgot the sugar. That's okay. We'll add that. Skip that. 1 teaspoon of sugar. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. 3/4 of a teaspoon is here. 3 teaspoons of salt. Yeah, salt. And I'm not going to stick my spoon in there because I've got jelly all over it. So this might take a minute. So how are you all surviving? Has anybody actually made it out to the grocery stores or anything like that lately? I tried to stay home as much as possible. Try to stay at home instead of running around. So I haven't really been out. So this is what I get. Just stay home and bake. So 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika. 3/4 of a teaspoon of oregano. And I need to put oregano on my grocery list. I bet you all like me and you're running out of everything because nobody wants to go to the grocery store. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard. How much baking have you all done? Has everyone done a lot of baking? Hey Carol, thanks for joining us tonight. 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. So you all baked and you've ran out of yeast and you've ran out of flour and kind of like me, right? I do need a Sam's run. I have not been to Sam's. I have not been to Aldi's either. And usually in March, I go to Aldi's and I just stock up and I get all my canned foods, my canned vegetables, and just really stock up on that kind of stuff. But I haven't even done that yet. So that was all the seasonings. Got them in there. And now I'm going to add the wet ingredients. And again, I forgot my measuring cups, so we're going to go from there. 1/4 of a cup of water. And you know how the governor and the CDC says you gotta wash your hands? Well, our water has been off all day today due to a water break. So we have been like dying to wash our hands all day today. Lemon juice. It came on about 1 o'clock and now it's all nasty brown. So boiling water. What fun. 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. So there's your acid that this needs. And again, red wine vinegar. 1/4 of a cup. I want to go ahead and pop that off because I need to come a little faster. And then 3/4 of a cup. That's a lot of olive oil. But think about it. Your salad, your Italian dressing is mostly oil and vinegar anyway, right? So there's the oil, olive oil. Dump it in there. There you go. Now just gotta mix it with the mini whisk. You can buy this. I can say that now because for years we couldn't. And this was like my hidden secret in my kitchen is I would have my old one. I would use it, but I couldn't show it on the cameras. I couldn't because we didn't have it. There's the Italian. I want to dump it in this one. And like I said, these are flexible. So it makes it easy to pour. You can't make a big mess. And there's your Italian dressing. Ta-da! So we've made a sweet dressing, a French dressing, a honey mustard, and Italian. So now my husband should be happy because his salads will have lots of dressings tonight or tomorrow when he eats salad. So we got Italian, we got honey mustard, we got French, which does not look like French, but it says it is. And this is a sweet dressing. So you guys, here's 4 dressings. I'll post the recipes below. If you are in a party, look up above. The link to order is above you. Yes, they do have measurements in them. There's milliliters, and then there's cups here on the side. I always think they're backwards because I always want to use it this way with the spout pointing toward me. But then that's the milliliters for the Canadians. But if you take the spout away from you, there's measurements here on the side. They're very hard to see in there. I think you can see where it's a little different shade, and that's where the measurements are. I use these for chocolate, to melt chocolate in a microwave, and then pour them into the snack bar, because I like chocolate. And yes, and they are freezable. We just came out with a set of just the, I think they're 1/2 cup size. These are all dirty now. This is the 1 cup size. I think the new ones are 1/2 cup. They come with a rack, so you can put all 6 of them in the freezer and freeze your baby food. So that would be a good idea for new mommies on the way, which we have a couple, so congratulations. And so thank you all, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.